Always something. Well, hello there. Hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to my kitchen and what I call my struggle cooking class. I am not a professional chef. I am just a mom and a home cooker. So today I am going to make what I like to call some comfort food. The seasons are changing where I live, and I'm in the Atlanta area. And we're still very much Hotlanta during the day, but the evenings and the mornings are starting to get a little crisp. So I'm going to do a chili and cornbread. Going to go ahead and make dinner in between meetings for the family so that when the kids get home, food will be ready. Because you know how you all are when you hit the door, you're ready to eat. But if you're new here, whatever brings you here, you are most welcome. This is the happy, wholesome, family friendly side of YouTube. I love to cook and I love to eat. I've been on my own health and wellness journey down about 80 pounds with I say 20 to 40 more to go, but I had a really good doctor's appointment yesterday. Blood pressure, we'll wait for blood work to come back, but blood pressure was 118 over 60, and I'm just thrilled because I've always struggled with weight. But in my 40s, I'm 46, the weight problem started to turn into a health problem, and so I've completely changed the way that I eat and the way that I snack, and no longer pre-diabetic, borderline cholesterol, or borderline blood pressure. So I feel amazing, and I'm just here to cook it up for y'all. All right, so let's see who's here. I see Chocolate Solution says, yes, it's hot. You're working outside today. I know. Well, please don't melt on us, Chocolate Solution. I actually got some chocolate. I was thinking about making a treat. I just got a Walmart order. So since Chocolate Solution is here, I'll show you guys a couple treats that I have. We're going to get started with the chili and cornbread food first before your dessert, but I'll make you dessert if you want it. One of our scholars, I am your substitute teacher. You all are my scholars, and the live chat on YouTube is what I call the study hall. So feel free, if you want to be counted present, you can let me know that you're here. If not, you're welcome to watch the replay. But I am a chocolate lover. But I am basically sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free now. I've been tested for food sensitivities, and as much as I love those foods, they don't love me back. So I'm here to make the food that we all love, and hopefully you love, with my substitutions, or not, because I'm cooking for the kids today. But when it comes to chocolate, Chocolate Solution says, yes, ma'am, I'm turning into syrup. Ooh, that sounds good. We could drizzle it on something, but okay. So there are a couple chocolate options that have been approved for me, and I always love to give you guys some suggestions. So whether or not you want to make healthy choices or you need to get the weight off, like me, or whatever brings you here. One of our scholars suggested making something that's called Brookside. If you guys look it up, I'll look it up on my phone. It's basically chocolate covered fruit and nuts, and I can show you guys how to make our own. I did get this today in my order. Oh, it's upside down. Oh dear. One moment, please. Y'all, did I say I'm not a professional? I'm not a professional YouTuber. Here we go. Or a professional chef. Let's see. Did we get it? Okay. We got Leanne here. Leanne says, I'm sitting here, Maggie. Ooh, I'm sitting here having Maggie cauliflower crust sticks. I was like, what are those? What are those? Y'all, I cook so much. I forget what I've made. Um, I am the daughter of a retired home economics teacher, and whenever mom was cooking, my dad said Maggie in the kitchen. So this is just all I know, and I'm grateful for it because now that I have to make changes, I know my way around the kitchen. But Leanne says I'm having Maggie cauliflower crust sticks. This time I used mushrooms and green onions. Thanks for the yummy base that I can change up tons of ways. You are most welcome, Leanne. Leanne and I go way back, former work colleagues, now friends. So if you missed that, you guys can look back. We did a cauliflower crust pizza, but we cut them kind of like, who is this? At Papa John's or Little Caesars, one of them that takes like the round pizza crust, or you could do square, and you cut it into little strips that you can like dunk in sauce. And I think we just did a cheese one before, but Leanne's making them with mushroom and green onion, so you have some veggie options there. But that was good. If you guys love pizza, let me know and we'll make that again, or full pizza. All right, so let's try this again, what I was going to show you all. So these are the Lily's stevia chocolate chips, and this is a mint flavor. I just got a variety, but you can see the dark chocolate has less sugar usually, and then these are sweetened with stevia, so they're sugar-free. Excuse me. And one of the things that I just learned, if you look at the ingredients, oh no, this one does have milk. Okay, I'll just show you so you guys know. I'm not the food police, use what you have, but you see there's milk in the ingredients here. So if you are trying to be dairy free like me, there are some other options. So I would say something like this for the kids. You can top it on yogurt, we can drizzle it on berries or whatever. But there are the ones that are like dark chocolate. This one was a substitute. This is dark chocolate, no sugar added. I haven't used this one before, Bake Believe. And if you look in the ingredients, there's no milk, so they use like vanilla and some other ingredients. So dark chocolate is a good substitute if you want chocolate, but you're trying to avoid sugar and you're trying to avoid dairy. We can put it over nuts and berries if you guys want to see dessert. But we're going to go ahead and get started with this Chilean cornbread. I'm going to start with the cornbread. I don't know if anyone has a preference for your apron colors. You have khaki and white. If nobody cares, then I'll get the white. I consider this my kitchen uniform, but we do have Maggie merch. We have, let me see if I can pull it up for you all. I have a Zazzle store. The Zazzle store is where you will find aprons, t-shirts, mugs, everything. This is the Maggie apron, obviously in white. It is really good quality, washes well. You can see it's like a nice linen. It's got an adjustable neck and it's got pockets. We have some with pockets and some without pockets. And stay tuned because you all know the holidays are going to be approaching. And I know we got a request for oven mitts, and I couldn't find oven mitts, but they did have kitchen towels. So I designed a couple kitchen towels, and I've ordered some samples. So when they come in, of course, I will unbox them here for you all and maybe send out some more happy mail. Aprons are about $20. There's always a coupon. I think they're 25% off today. So you can get them for, what is that, like, I don't know, $16, $18. And we have 3 different sizes. Long, if you're a little bit taller, like me, I'm 5'7". We have long, standard, and kid sizes. So this is the Maggie apron. You can see in white. All right. All right, class. Oh, and let me just say, I hope you're having a great day. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We're halfway there. And thank you so much for being here. It makes my day. Maggie, the substitute teacher, as a YouTube channel, is only 7 months old. And every time you guys tune in, I'm pleasantly surprised because I didn't think anybody would care. All right, so I'm just doing an old, easy, jiffy box cornbread. I know if you're a real cooker, then you do the skillet in the cast iron, but I'm going to do this in the air fryer. I do cook from scratch, but I also do take some hacks. So feel free to make it your way, but this is how I'm going to make it for you. All right. So I'm sure you guys have, oh, we don't have our side by side. I'm sure you guys have seen the Jiffy Corn Muffin Mix. So this requires egg and milk. I'm not eating this. I'm going to make this in advance for the boys. So like I shared with you guys, when you're cooking for the family, what I do is I try to find a protein that we can all eat, and then the boys will get extra starch, whether it's rice or cornbread or tortillas, and then I'll eat usually with leaner vegetables. So you can see this recipe here. They make it into muffins. I'm going to use a pie dish and just make a round pan of cornbread that we can just cut into triangles, and they can dunk it in their chili or whatever they would like. I love this stuff, but it doesn't love me back trying to get the rest of this weight off, so I'm going to avoid the grains, but I will make it for you and I will cut into it for you. Maybe I'll take a taste. We'll see. All right, so what do we need here? We need 1 package of the Jiffy Mix. We need an egg and a 1/3 cup of milk. So let's get our eggs and milk. Clean the dishwasher later. All right, so for this recipe, I'm using whole eggs. If you are vegan, I guess you could use the pourable just eggs, but I'm going to use whole eggs. And then since this is for the boys, I am going to use regular milk. This is Walmart 1% milk. You could probably do it with almond milk if you're dairy free, but no substitutes in this recipe. So let's see, what does it say? Oh, I don't know. I guess I could do muffin cups. I'm just going to do the pan. What do you all like? Tell me, how do you all like your cornbread? Do you like cornbread muffins? Do you like the square pan cornbread in the cubes? Or do you like the round pan cornbread in the triangle like a pie slice? Find the shape emoji in your chat, square, triangle, or circle, and put it in the chat. Let me know how you all like your cornbread. All right. We're just going to stir them together. I was looking to see if I needed to make the get the beater out, the whipper, hand mixer, but we don't. So I am going to use this glass pie dish, and we're going to grease it up. I'll grease it with butter for them. All right. So Leanne says if you're doing Jiffy, you do muffins. Yeah, muffins are probably good for portion control. To be very honest with you guys, the reason why I'm doing the pie plate is because that's what fits in my air fryer, and I don't like to turn on the oven if I don't have to. Sometimes I feel like I hear something. All right. So I think we just put everything in here and mix it. I'm going to mix it directly from the box, but you could put other stuff in here. You could put jalapeno. You could put actual corn kernels. That's nice cornbread that has corn kernels in it, but I'm just going to make it per the package. So we need 1 package of the Jiffy Mix, 1 egg, and a 1/3 cup of milk. It says to preheat. I'm not doing that. I love I was thinking about it with the holidays coming. I hope you all enjoy the holidays. That's one of the times of the year that I actually turn on the oven. Usually I use the air fryer, especially when you're cooking, small portions. But I was just thinking, since I cook a lot every day on the holidays, I like to buy catered, whether it's Honey Baked Ham or Kroger or Publix or Cracker Barrel. I just get the holiday meals and heat and serve. I remember Leanne said you cut your silicone pan. That's a great idea. And you know what I do have? I didn't even think about it, but I do have these silicone molds. Let's see. Maybe we should make, how many does it make? You got me thinking now. I like the presentation of a big one. All right, so it makes, so a serving size is 2 muffins and there's 3 servings per container, so that's 6. This only makes 6 muffins? Let's see, maybe we can do muffins. Chocolate Solution says, I don't care, just get in my belly. I'm not too picky about the size of the muffins. And you do like muffins? All right, let's see if we have 6, y'all. I can do that for you. Let's see, we do have 6. Let's see if they will fit here. If they will fit here, I think I can do that for you. Let's see if we can make cornbread muffins. Okay, then we'll spray them instead of butter them. We'll put the butter on the top, even better. We've got Wealth Talk Productions here. Thank you for being here. Hey there, should use brown eggs. The white eggs bring too much sodium. That's good to know. I have gotten the brown eggs before. I didn't know that about the sodium. Luckily for me, I don't have to watch salt. I do have to watch sugar, but I hear you loud and clear. But yeah, I didn't know that. I know there's different color eggs, and you know if you can get farm raised, pasture, all of that. But blood pressure was 118 over 60 yesterday. Very happy. All right, so we've got our package of the cornbread and 1 egg, just a regular store-bought white egg. All right. And then let's get our milk. All right, so the package says 1/3 cup of milk. I know Leanne helps me with my recipe. There's my phone, y'all. Y'all can see it's just me and my iPad. All right, so we got a 1/3 cup, and this is 1% milk because that's what I have. I do get a little bit lower fat milk for the boys, but if you do 2% or whole milk, it'll just be even creamier for you. So we're gonna put that in, and we're just gonna mix it all. All right. Cornbread is one of those, comfort foods, takes you back. Do I season my cornbread? Leanne is asking. You know what? When I'm making it from the box, no. But let me know what you season it with. I'm sure, like I said, you could do jalapeno, you could do corn kernels. I have made skillet cornbread in the cast iron before with jalapeno. Oh, it's so good. You could put cheese in here. But tell me, how do you season your cornbread? The way my teenage boys eat, it disappears so fast. All right, they did say it would be slightly lumpy, so I'm just kind of mixing this, and then we'll get the spatula so you all can see the batter, and it smells like cornbread. All right, so let's just go around the sides, make sure that we got everything in here. It's not going to be completely smooth, but that's fine. All right, so I am using silicone muffin tins. So these are kind of like cupcake tins. They'll be a little bit, what are these, ridges on the side. Not required, but I am going to go ahead and spray them with a little bit of my coconut oil just so that they will release. I love baking in silicone because it comes out really easy, but I'll go ahead and spray just because. All right, so link should be in the cheat sheet. This is what I'm using. This is my refillable sprayer. I think this came from Walmart, but you can check and see. Link is in the cheat sheet. I think I put it in the description. I might have missed it. But you can put any oil of your choice in here and it turns it into a spray. So I put my coconut oil in here. It could be olive oil, avocado oil, but it helps you avoid some of the aerosol chemicals if that's important to you. I try to be as natural as possible, but it's not the end of the world. Y'all know I say use what you have. So we're just going to give these a little bit of a spray. Oh, this one we're not even using. All right, So the box, and I'm doing the regular box Jiffy, it says that it makes 6. So I have 6 muffin tins in a pie dish. So I just sprayed these with some coconut oil. Completely optional. Ooh, Leanne says, in your cornbread, you put garlic powder, diced onion always, and then you add different flavors like Cajun or soul food seasoning. That sounds so good. Leanne, do you do that when you're doing the box? I guess that makes sense, right? You can do, you can doctor it up a little bit. That sounds amazing. All right, so this makes 6, so I'm just going to put like, you know, a healthy spoonful in each. I go through and I just do kind of the same amount in each one. And then if anybody's a little bit lacking, we'll top them off, right? 6 cornbread muffins. Boys could eat that in one sitting. I want to know, how many cornbread muffins would you eat? Find the cupcake emoji and let me know by number. All right, so we're gonna go back through and kind of top these off. When you're baking, and y'all know I'm more of a cooker than a baker, for sure with the box, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, when you guys are baking, you know, cakes or cornbread, you don't want to fill all the way to the top. You want to leave a little bit of space because it will rise. You know what I could go for? Like some green onion. Now that I'm saying jalapeno, when I made that jalapeno skillet cornbread, it was so good, and it wasn't like painfully spicy. I like spicy for flavor. I'm not trying to, you know, fall apart. All right, y'all know, team greedy over here, so I'm gonna get in here with the spatula. We don't want to waste. Groceries are expensive. So, all right. And let's just get the rest in here. But that makes sense. I'll have to try that sometime, Leanne. That sounds amazing, especially the onion cooked in here. That would be nice and creamy. I like onion, kind of that funkiness that you get from cooked onion. But, you know, I'm not eating this. This isn't for me, so we'll just go with the basic. All right. Leanne says, now you would eat 1 cupcake. I know you'd eat 3 to 4 when you're a big girl. Don't I know about that? Yeah. Oh my God. This is my problem area. Grains and carbs, and don't take Maggie to a bakery. Oh boy, but we've come a long way. When we're older, we do better because we know better. All right. So I'm actually going to bake these in my air fryer. I'm not preheating. I'm not doing anything fancy. So it says 400 for 15 to 20 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and put these in, and then we'll make the chili right here. So as you can see, we have our cornbread muffins just straight out of the box. So these are going to go in. I did make some chicken wings earlier, so let me clean up. I made some really easy crispy chicken wings. That's all I've had today. So if anybody wants to see that great game day food, and I've got a hack for how to marinate and get them crispy in the air fryer. If anybody's interested in that, we can do that one day. So this is the drip tray for the air fryer. I just line it with foil just for easy cleanup. And then, you know what? I think I'll just set this on here. So, take my chicken wings out. All right, so we're gonna put this in and set it for, let's do 15 minutes. When I'm using the air fryer, because it's smaller, it doesn't have to heat up all that big space. I usually do either lower temperature or shorter time. Sorry, y'all, that's a little bit, it's new. Thank you for, one of our scholars replaced our air fryer. You know, we had a struggle air fryer before that used to sing a nice little Negro spiritual, and you all clowned me about it. So we got a new air fryer, and it's a little sensitive to the touch, but I'm very grateful. All right, so we are going to make our chili now. Now, again, if you are a Chef Boyardee, this is going to be like another box chili that I'm just going to put together, and then we'll put some toppings on the side. Really simple. Go ahead and have it done before the family gets home so everybody can eat. Um, but yeah, I'm sure you guys do some fun stuff with your chili. I'll show you what I was looking for. I couldn't find it, so I'm going to improvise. All right, so let's clean up. All right, we'll save our butter for after with the cornbread. Oh, I almost feel like I need to have one for research purposes. Bad Maggie. Oh. Okay. So let me grab my phone and I'm going to show you guys. There's something that I used to buy. I work from home now, thankfully, so I have access to the kitchen. Plus, I enjoy being here. This is my happy place. Hi, Fadia. Thank you for being here, my dear. Um, But, I'm just like y'all. Before the pandemic, I used to be, corporate executive, ripping and running long commutes in and out of the drive through. And so I would always try to find little shortcuts so that, when I come home and everybody's hungry, I can get something on the table quickly. There was, maybe it still is, something called a Hunt's chili kit, and it was basically everything in a box. All you needed was the ground beef. For me, it was genius. Uh-oh, did my phone side by side die? Let me get my phone, see if it comes back alive, and I'll show you guys. All right, here we go. Sometimes, y'all, technology, it does what it wants to. Okay, so the Hunt's chili kit, I love these everything in a box, maybe like even before HelloFresh or any of those other meal kits. But let's see if this comes up. Okay, I couldn't find it, so we are going to improvise. If you noticed the thumbnail for this video, you saw something. Oh no, it's locked up on us. All right, you saw something that looked like chili. Um, See, I don't know if y'all can see. Okay, you can kind of see. So if you see this right here, Hunt's chili kit is what I was looking for. So it's a box. It's a large box, and it comes with a can of tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, kidney beans, chili seasoning packet, and I'm gonna drop this down, seasoning packet, and then all you do is add the meat. So I bought all the ingredients separately, and we're gonna see if we can make it. Look at happiness with no carbs. Oh my goodness. Now I need to say OMG. OMG, thank you so much for making this. You are so welcome, my dear. I remember someone said chili and cornbread. Well, say chili. Now, this is not the keto chili. If I'm making this chili for me, I would make it without the beans, but I'm making, for the family, so I'm going to use the full flavor ingredients. But thank you so much for the $10 super chat, y'all. I just get in here and start cooking because this is what I've been doing since 1842. And like I said, my channel is 7 months old, and I didn't think anybody would care, but I'm a student of lead attorney, and when he said, you need to be consistent if you're going to start a YouTube channel, I thought about what do I do, all the time that I'm passionate about, and y'all know I'm kind of a recipe addict. So it's really just me cooking what I'm going to eat or what I'm making for the family. And every time you guys are here, whether you watch live or you watch the replay, when you are liking and sharing and subscribing and commenting and sharing, even if you ninja watch, it helps the channel to grow and it pushes me out into the YouTube world, and I am so grateful for that. But when you go above and beyond and you send a super chat, just, you know, it really encourages me to keep going because, okay, let's face it, I'd be cooking anyway, but sometimes, you know, I want this to be a really good experience for you all, and then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, dumpster fire. All right. So yes, hey Kim G, thank you for being here, my dear. But happiness with no carbs, thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly generous. All right, so maybe you guys can see this in your area. It used to be at Walmart. This is what I'm talking about, the Hunt's chili kit, and you can see, well, this picture says just add meat, so you can see what comes with it. And so I couldn't find it. It was out of stock at Walmart, so I bought everything separately. Ooh, happiness with no carbs says, I appreciate you so much. Oh, thank you, darling. I'm home alone. Let me go see who that is. You replayed the stir-fried rice, bang bang shrimp, and you made that for the family. I'm so excited, y'all. Look at us cooking it up. Hold on, let me see who's outside. Okay. Lawn guy, no problem. Oh, that makes me so incredibly happy. I am so glad to inspire and motivate. That's my job, you know, as we get older. And I do consider myself a mature woman. As we get older, that is our job to, you know, pass on what we've learned and to teach the youngins. So it's my absolute honor. So happy. Okay. So I placed this Walmart order, y'all, and I got, y'all know about my grocery delivery services. I have this in the sink. So the chili kit says everything's included, just add beefs or whatever meat you use. So I'm using this regular 1 pound of ground beef. So we're gonna cook that up. And then if I had gotten this kit, it would have come with a can of Hunt's diced tomatoes. So I bought that separate. It would have come with a can of Hunt's tomato sauce, so I bought that separate. It would have come with Van Camp's dark kidney beans, so I bought the Walmart brand. I couldn't find Van Camp's. And then it comes with a pack of chili seasoning. So all of this is in this box. Tomato sauce. Okay, got that. Kidney beans, got that. Diced tomatoes, got that, and a seasoning packet. So I'm gonna make it with these ingredients and see how it turns out, and then we can top it with whatever you guys like. I have shredded cheese, I have green onion, I have sour cream, I have avocado. We got all that good stuff. So we're gonna put our cooktop up, and we're gonna start by browning our ground beef. And y'all know, look, I am one of those, I just toss everything together and stir. So if you do your chili a special way, why don't you share and let us know? So we'll get our cooktop out. When you have, you know, a family like mine, you all know that I'm the daughter of African immigrants. I always say, what, African born, American raised. My mom cooks for hours and she doesn't take any shortcuts. My dad, to this day, has never watched an episode and he's like, oh, Maggie, oh, she's not cooking. Oh, she's just opening cans and boxes. So bring on the cans and boxes. So every time you guys tell me you appreciate what I'm doing, it really means the world. All right, we have new cookware just for our class. So I'm gonna go grab it because I keep it in a hidden place. The kids get the raggedy stuff. And I have taught both boys how to cook. We have a 13 and a 15-year-old, so they can cook for themselves. But, you know, they say, Mom, it tastes better when you do it. And my theory is if you work, you get a plate. And for kids, your work is school. So let me get the pan. smell. The cornbread smells amazing. I'm absolutely loving our new tasty cookware. I had this in the garage and I found this box, non-stick. So I keep this set just for you all. So we're going to start by browning our ground beef. Let me check that cornbread. I can smell it. I don't think it's done yet. I'm going to take it out and stick a toothpick in it. But I wanted to catch it before it burns. Mom says cook with all of your senses, so you don't just set it and forget it. If you start to smell something, go ahead and check it. So let's bring that out, stick a toothpick in, and see how it's looking. Okay. No, it's definitely not done. You can see we've got one here that kind of dripped a little bit. So what I'm going to do, and I'm just touching it. It's not done. I'm just going to move it further down in the air fryer. And an air fryer is an oven with a fan, so that's why they kind of look blown a little bit. They will taste the same. It will be all right. Ooh, look at Leanne. Look at all she puts in her chili. Oh, amazing. Or maybe did I have it slanted? So the air fryer that I have is like an oven style that has different layers for shelves. So I'm just going to move this down. In the air fryer, the heat source is at the top, so it's cooler towards the bottom. So it says 5 more minutes on our cornbread muffins. So these are going to go back in, but I know y'all like the close-up, so our cornbread is coming along. All right. Now let's get started on our chili. So what does Leanne say? You put onions, how do you say it? Is it Worcestershire sauce, brown sugar, beer, and garlic powder? That sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. All right, so let's get this plugged up and we will turn this on like a medium low for now. Let's open up our ground beef. And yes, you could do turkey chili. You could probably do chicken chili. If you're vegan, you could do that Beyond Meat. I guess whatever chili, what kind of protein you like. But for the family, I'm just doing regular Walmart ground beef. So I'm going to open this over the sink. Okay. You know, sometimes when it pops out, it's got that liquid in there. So I'm just putting this directly into the pan. Wash my hands. All right, again, y'all know I'm not a professional, so I'm just gonna do like I do with taco seasoning. I'm putting the whole thing in here with the meat. I'm gonna cook it together. I know. Cook it, drain it. I may still drain it. Let's see how much fat we get out. So, yeah, 1 pound. Ooh, smells yummy. Chili can be made 1,000 ways. Thank you for saying that, my dear. You know, that's one thing that we all have in common here is we love to eat, right? Maybe you love to cook too, but we love to eat. I'm using these tasty, the spatula that came with this set. It is hard to see, just silicone. Whenever you're working with non-stick, you want to use wooden or silicone or plastic. So I'm going to try and break this up. I feel like getting my chopping stir. Got all those chili spices in there, probably cumin. What all is in there? I should have looked. It's already starting to brown. Let me turn it down just a second. When you put the spices on the heat, then they kind of bloom, they heat up. It's nice. All right. I really want this chili to be, this ground beef to be thoroughly broken up, so I'm going to get my other little gadget. This is Pampered Chef. They have something called the chop and stir. Yeah. Anyway, you want to get your meat as crumbly as possible, right? So when you dive in that bowl, in every bite you have a little bit of beef, a little bit of bean, if you eat beans, a little tomato, all that good stuff. There we go. Now it's coming along. Alright, just want to make sure we get all this done. Alright, I think we've got that crumbled up well. So I'm going to put the top on and just let it kind of sizzle. With ground meat, whether it's beef, chicken, pork, turkey, you want to make sure that you get all of the color cooked out of it. You know, if you're cooking like a whole filet, like a steak that comes from one animal, that's fine if you leave it a little bit pink. But when you have ground up meat, you want to make sure you cook it thoroughly. Doesn't that look beautiful? And you guys, I don't even think I'm going to drain it. Depending on the cut of meat that you get, if it's really fatty, okay, then you can drain it. But I think this is looking pretty good. So we're just going to let it cook for a second. I'm going to go over to the can opener and I'm going to open all these up. We're going to start with our diced tomatoes, and I'm just going to cook this ground beef. Then I'm going to put everything in there. That's it for me. And then we can make dessert if y'all want to make the Brookside chocolate. All right, cornbread is done. So they're a little bit brown, but I think they look good. I'm going to put a toothpick in just to check, and then we can put some butter on top while they're still warm. I'll set them over here so y'all can see. We'll come to those in just a minute. All right, so let's check our meat. Oh, honestly, no, wait a minute. We may need to drain. Yeah, let's go ahead and drain. We want all the meat and all that flavor, but we don't need the extra oil. And I have my little janky way of draining. To me, it's okay. We'll lose a little bit of the flavor, but it's okay. Now they're going to tell you to cook the meat first and then drain it. Whatever works for you. But while it's nice and hot, I just use this strainer over the trash. Never over the sink, because that'll clog your sink. Because when it cools down, it'll solidify. All right, so we've got it mostly color out so y'all can see. All right, so over the trash, I'm gonna pour it in here and then pour it back in. All right, so that's out. Doesn't take long. Just let the excess kind of drip out. And then I put it back in. So we got a lot of that out. All right. And again, if you want to do, a leaner meat, you could do, I was gonna say, you know, ground turkey or a leaner beef. So I'm gonna put in the can of tomatoes that I just opened. I am gonna taste it though. Mom said taste as you go as long as it's not raw. Taste and see how your flavor is. Good. For me, I would probably add a little heat, but I have one that likes pepper and one that doesn't. So we'll make it plain. And then I have jalapenos that we can put on the side. All right. So in the chili kit, it would have diced tomato. So I put that in. Then it would have a can of tomato sauce. So let me open this up. All right, so we're gonna put in a whole can of tomato sauce. Just showing you guys something simple you can do, you know, during the workday so that when the family comes home, food is ready. So you've got tomato sauce. And then a can of kidney beans. I don't know if I'm supposed to drain these or just put the whole thing in. I kind of feel like you put the whole thing in. Let me just look really quick. I think you just put the whole thing in. Stir in all remaining ingredients. You know your beans are going to have some liquid in there, but you don't need to drain them. So let me open this up. So I'm not going to pour off the liquid. We've got our kidney beans. And that makes sense because chili is kind of like a, I don't know, soupy stew. All right, so let's get in there, stir everything together. Now with these type of dishes, right, chili, pasta sauce, the longer you can let it cook and sit and let all these flavors marinate together, the better it will be. So in essence, you're done. I'm just gonna bring it up to a little bit of a simmer, which is a little bubble, while we take a look at our cornbread. I'll take one more taste. Let's get a clean spoon. Now you want everything to come together. I'm going to omit the beans, but I'll get a little bit of tomato just to see how everything tastes together. It's good. I could still go with a little bit more heat, but let's let it do its thing. Let's take a look at this cornbread. All right, glass is hot. Let's see. Let's see if I move this out of the way. All right, it's already starting to percolate a little bit. Okay, so you can still see the chili. Let's look. We got a little kitchen snack here that fell over. Stop me now. I have some regular Land O'Lakes butter, so I'm just gonna cut a little bit what Mom would do. She would actually take the stick. If this were a cornbread loaf, and she would literally like a magic marker, just go over the top with butter. It's hot. Of course, that's nice when you serve it and it's nice and buttery. But you can do this while your cornbread is still warm. Yes, it's a little bit weird shaped, but it's all right. Ouch. Easy dinner for the kids or big kids. All right. Not picture perfect, but Very tasty. All right, so we're gonna let our hot buttered cornbread just kind of come together. And you can leave these, in the air fryer, which I will. Let's take a look at our chili. All right, it's simmering nicely. Stir occasionally. Just let everything kind of mix up. And I'll make a bowl so you all can see. But in the meantime, let's make a quick little dessert, why don't we? All right, I've been eating these chocolate covered berries and they're scrumptious. All right, so I'm just gonna put this in the air fryer off just so they can stay out of sight, out of mind. I see one that's kind of a little bit odd shape. It may need a little bit of help. All right, chili doing its thing. All right, so let's look at these Brookside chocolates, why don't we? If you guys have been with me, I don't know if we have any chocolate lovers in the house. I know we got chocolate solution here. I'll turn this down to 2. If you guys like chocolate, you can find the chocolate bar emoji and um, put it in the chat if you would like. One of my scholars, one of you all asked for the Brookside chocolate. So if you have seen, this is a Hershey's brand. I'm just gonna Google it so you all can see. I'm sure you've seen this before. When we did the blueberry bark, look at me problem solving. I'm telling you, y'all, kitchen is really just about experimentation, right? So the Brookside chocolate, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these in your stores. So you can see there's chocolate covered blueberries. There's this one, chocolate covered, what is that? Pomegranate seeds. But which one do I want to make today? Ooh, chocolate covered almonds with raspberries. I saw one that was like nuts and chocolate berries. That's the one that we're going to make. I should have grabbed a screenshot of it. But it's okay. If you guys are familiar, this is what we're going to try to make. Now I have blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries and granola. So we'll improvise. All right, coming along nicely. Just stir occasionally. All right, so remember guys, I'm gonna melt my chocolate last because we need to be ready to go. I've learned that lesson a couple times the hard way. So let me show you guys the berries that I have and I'll let you choose. I had blueberries, but it looks like they're all gone. I do have strawberry too. Oh, these look amazing. We have fresh raspberries. I know one of y'all said the little fuzz creeps you out, but we have a pint of fresh raspberries. I remember picking these as a kid. We have fresh blackberries. We can do both. And I'm going to show you guys the granola that I use. We do have a keto granola. So if you want to make a snack for the kids, let me see. I'm trying to find the one. All right, y'all, I think this is good. I kind of want to turn it off because of that fan. We'll turn it down and then we'll turn it off. So we've got our Brookside. Ah, this is the one. crunchy clusters, Brookside crunchy clusters. That looks like blueberries, raspberries, and some granola. I think somebody ate all of our blueberries, y'all. So maybe we'll substitute blackberries. All right, so we're gonna do a little sweet and savory. I think we're good. I think the chili is done. I will plate it for you guys so you can see a nice bowl. But let's go ahead and get this made because it needs to set in the freezer for 20 minutes. And I'll show you all the granola. So we'll do like a half and half. So I have this granola, and I think I have some nuts. Let me see if I have any nuts. I do have some peanuts. Eee! All right, so we're gonna make a little treat. You can do this with any fruit, any nuts that you have. I'm gonna try and make this crunchy clusters. This is crispy multigrain and berry medley. Oh, this doesn't have nuts in it. Okay, but that's fine. That's what we got. All right, so we need about a pint, and I'm going to start by rinsing off my fruit first. I think we have enough here. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing. So we're going to use this dark chocolate, no sugar added, stevia sweetened baking chips, and we're going to melt these down. So if you don't have to make any substitutions, you're more than welcome to do this like with your regular like Nestle Toll House or Hershey's chips. But I'm just showing you guys how you can have some of the same treats in a sugar-free way with my substitutions. So this is what I'm using, dark chocolate. You can do this with milk chocolate. And these are stevia sweetened chocolate chips with no milk. So dairy-free and sugar-free. So I'm going to pour in the whole thing. I think if you look at the original video, she uses like one of those large breakable chocolate bars. So you all can see these look like regular chocolate chips because they are. So we will get those together. We're going to melt this, but I'm going to melt the chocolate last because once it's melted, we need to be ready to go. So let's get our fruit out, and we'll do half blackberries and half raspberries. The recipe calls for a pint, and this is a pint each. So let's start with half and half. All right, so I am just going to get blackberries. I love these. They grow wild in the country. You pick them up and eat them. All right. So we'll play it by ear. We'll melt all of the chocolate. Oh God, y'all look at these. Have you seen a raspberry that big? Usually they're smaller. So we'll put these raspberries in. Very delicate. Raspberries can burst easily. So I'm just going to rinse them off carefully. But I just want to be a little gentle. These are a beautifully delicate fruit, French toast. If you're doing any type of dessert, raspberries on the side. You can make your own puree, syrups. All right, I think that's good. So half raspberries, half blackberries. I'd say a handful of each. We may use more, but let's see. Let me rinse these off. And I would get everything prepped first. because once we melt the chocolate, we really need to be ready to stir it in. All right, so just getting these dried off gently. Don't want to crush them. Uh-oh. I'm going to try one. Let's try a blackberry. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, so good and juicy. Let's try a raspberry. Trouble. I could eat that whole pack. The fruits that I eat on are the low sugar fruits, berries, apples, and citrus. Oh, look at this. Mmm. Sweet, a little bit tart. Very good. All right. So we've got our fruit rinsed and dried off. And then we'll do like a spoonful of peanuts and we'll do a spoonful of granola. That doesn't have to be rinsed off. The only other thing that we need to do is get our baking tray. I'm going to use a half sheet pan with parchment paper. All right. All right, so this is a half sheet tray. If you're making a whole bunch, you can use a full sheet pan. And then I have some parchment paper. All right, so I got these pop-up sheets from Kroger that fit onto your baking tray. Parchment paper has been treated with silicone. That's what helps it to be non-stick. So I'm going to line my tray with that. Even though we're not baking, this is a no-bake dessert. But these are already cut. You can also get parchment paper on the roll, but you have to tear it. Sometimes it's a little wonky. It's not the end of the world. All right. So these sheets come in the full tray, but we'll save and we'll tear it in half on the crease. That way we get 2 uses out of it. And you can put it directly into the sheet pan, that's fine. But just so that it stays flat and it doesn't bubble up, I'm going with the same cooking spray. And I'm spraying my pan just so I have like a nice surface for our parchment paper to lay flat in. That way you see how it kind of is like a glue and you can get the surface in there. Then if you want to, optional, you can also spray this side. Good when baking, not required, but it just makes your finished product literally like slide off. All right. Oh dear. All right, so now we have everything that we need. We have our berries. We have our granola and nuts or whatever crunchy stuff you want to put in there. Now we're going to melt the chocolate. All right, so again, with chocolate, we're going to melt this in the microwave. You can do it over a double boiler in the on the stovetop. Microwave is fine, but you just want to do it in 30-second increments so it doesn't scorch, because once you burn your chocolate, you have to just start over. And this kind of chocolate is expensive, so. All right. When she makes this recipe that I'm following, she puts a tablespoon of coconut oil in here just to get it to, you know, be smoother. It's optional, but I do it. So you can use any coconut oil that you have. If you have the big tub with the creamy coconut oil, you can put that in here in a meltdown. I'm using this MCT oil. This is a coconut oil liquid that's been approved for me. So we're just going to do right over the chocolate, 1 tablespoon. So y'all can see we have our coconut oil. Put that in there. And this is just 1 tablespoon. So I'm just going to stir it up just to kind of get that homogenized. Give every little piece of chocolate a little coconut oil love. If your kids like candy and you want to give them, you know, a homemade, healthier option, this is an option. Or if you like candy, this is an option you can do. Also, if your kids don't like eating fruit, this will be a way to get in some fruit for them. So we've got our coconut oil covered chocolate chips. I'm going to put this in the microwave for 30 seconds. Look who's here. Thank you so much for being here, Gail, the moderator. Please drop your channel. If anybody watching has a YouTube channel or a family business or your kids are behaving or anything you want to shout out, let us know. You are here to support me, so I want to support you. My microwave has died, so a replacement is coming, but in the meantime, I have one in the guest room, so I'm walking back and forth to the struggle microwave. All right. So I only did like a few seconds, and what I'm doing is I'm coming in with the spatula and I'm just moving the chocolate chips around so I can break up any hot spots. Okay, we don't want to scorch our chocolate. So in the microwave, 30 seconds and then stir, 30 more seconds and then stir. All right, so we've got a little bit of melting going on, but we're not there yet. So let's do 30 more seconds. So to melt a bag of chocolate like we have, maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes, but don't leave the whole thing in there. Don't set it and forget it. Do a few seconds at a time, or you can put your microwave power on low. All right. So I'm just vamping for time. Let's go check it. That should be another 30 seconds. All right, so we did another 30 seconds and I'm going in with the spatula so you all can see here. The bowl feels warm to the touch, so I'm just stirring it up. Stir it up. If you guys ever want to see me do chocolate covered strawberries, those are a great date night. You could do chocolate covered any fruit, apples, bananas. Edible arrangements is great. There's one close to me, but you can save a lot of money and calories. So this is our stevia sweetened dark chocolate. So we're dairy free and sugar free. All right, so looking good. We have just a few more lumps in here. I'm gonna do 30 more seconds and we should be good to go. But again, take it out, break up any hot spots. Y'all know I want to jump in here and eat my way out. All right, 30 more seconds until it's smooth. So again, make sure you have your stuff ready. We have half blackberries, half raspberries, rinsed and dried. We've got some keto granola. So this is granola sweetened with monk fruit, which is a natural 0-calorie sweetener. So you can have granola without extra sugar. And then if you like nuts, peanuts, or they could be almonds, whatever you have. All right, microwave just went off. So the bowl is nice and warm. Let's see if we can get it. I think we're good. So once you get those ribbons of chocolate, no more lumps in there, you're good to go. So now is when you want to go ahead and put your fruit in. This is why I washed it and dried it before, because we want to move while this is still nice and soft. So let me take my spatula out for a second. So let's put this fruit in here, blackberries and raspberries. I think we might need more. Let's see what we can do. Living out loud, chili and cornbread. Yes, chili is done. I'm going to plate it for you. We're just making a little dessert. Cornbread is done too. So I'm just going to put in a spoonful of the granola, completely optional. You could just do the fruit. This is my version of the Brookside chocolate clusters. All right. And then I'm going to do peanuts is what I have. I don't eat nuts really, but I wanted to make something a little bit fun. Someone asked for the Brookstone chocolate. So now we're going to fold and see how it's looking. So I'm eyeballing this, and you want those chunky clusters, but I'm looking at this and it looks like I have more chocolate. So I'm actually going to do more fruit really quick. I'm going to rinse off. Let's do all of it. All the blackberries, all the raspberries. So 2 whole pints. Let's rinse it off really quick. If I do extra of anything, I want to do extra of the fruit and not the crunchy stuff, right? All right. So rinse these off. Let me dry them off. The reason you want to rinse them and dry them, I mean, rinse them is just to get any, little leaves or anything off, but dry them. We want the chocolate to stick onto the fruit. Be very gentle. Raspberries and blackberries are delicate, but I just want to get that extra moisture off so that when I fold them into the chocolate, the chocolate actually sticks on them and doesn't just slide right off. All right. So I'm folding, I'm going underneath and around. All right, so you see how it's looking good now? We don't have all that excess chocolate. You could do extra granola if you want, but what I'm gonna do now, I think it's good because my raspberries are starting to come apart a little bit. We got our parchment paper. We're gonna slide the whole thing out onto the parchment paper in one big blob. See, our chocolate is starting to solidify. Who wants the bowl? Raise your hand if you want the bowl. I know you want it. If the kids were here, they'd be circling around. All right. Then we have our raspberries, our blackberries, our peanuts, and our keto granola. So I'm going to try and get this into one smooth layer so that it can This is going to go in the freezer. This is a no-bake dessert. This is going to go in the freezer for 20 minutes. So I'm going to make your chili and cornbread plate. Man, those raspberries are delicate. But if you try and get one flat layer in 20 minutes, it'll be a solid brick that we can break. Chocolate Solution wants the bowl. You got it. I know, right? Y'all know I'm about to eat this spatula. Okay. So probably could have had a little bit more granola or whatnot, but I think it's fine. Oh my God. All right. So what I'm going to do, Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes. And you could even do, if you wanted to, like a little extra granola on top. You could do what? Coconut shavings, sliced almonds. whatever you want to do while your chocolate is still kind of solid. All right, so this is gonna go into the freezer for 20 minutes. I got a freezer in the garage. All right, so let's make our plates, or let me make your plate. Let's clean up, because in 20 minutes, dessert will be ready. How about that? So again, if you're not sugar-free, you don't have to use stevia chocolate. You can use Nestle's Toll House. If you don't have fresh fruit, like if you've got cereal, right? Those flakes or honey bunches, or if you have nuts on hand, you can do the same thing with whatever you've got. Let me clean up, and we're going to plate our chili. I don't know what everybody puts on their chili. We got sour cream, we got salsa. Okay, I can't take it anymore. While it's warm, please forgive me. Oh, oh. Y'all know I want to just eat this spatula, but I'm trying to be elegant for you. Heaven. Heaven. Fruit, chocolate, nuts. I'm getting it all over my apron, y'all. Y'all. And that's why we wear aprons, right? It's all over me. Okay. Excellent. Oh, you know what it needs? A touch of flaky sea salt. Especially because dark chocolate is so rich, salt brings out the sweetness just a touch. So I have this Hawaiian sea salt. You want to get the one that says flake, just so it kind of stays on the top. It's not required, but literally like this much. Because now, if I were to eat, for research purposes, a little chocolate with a little piece of salt. Come on. Oh, mama. Okay. It's already starting to cool. Just put the salt on there, back in the freezer. Oh, so good. All right, so let's make your plate. I don't know what everybody likes on your chili. We got sour cream. We got salsa. I'm going to see what I can do with this avocado. And of course, we have shredded cheese. So let me see if we can get this cut up for you. Well, happiness with no carbs. You're the one who wanted the chili. So why don't you tell me, my dear, how you like your chili? You can do a chili bar, just like a baked potato bar, just like a taco bar. You have your base ready, and then have all the toppings. Let everybody make their own. So they say if this little top of the avocado comes off easy, it's ripe. So it's somewhere. Let's cut into it. Cornbread is done. This is another little hack that I've done on my health and wellness journey. I eat before the kids come home so that I can see to them without snacking. I make sure that I'm taken care of. We're going to cut up this avocado. Our hot buttered cornbread is done. Get something to drink. I made a picture of one of those like Crystal Light sticks or something. But I made a whole picture, so I'll get like 3 glasses. Okay, cut the avocado. We want to cut it down lengthways until you get to the seed, and then go around. Use the cutting board for stability, unless you can do it in your hand, like my family, but I know my limitations. All right, so we got a nice little seam in our avocado. So we're going to twist, and it should come out nicely. All right, so I'm only going to cut half in order to save this part of the avocado. Or whichever part you want to save, put it open side down in water, and the air that gets around it is what turns it brown. So I just have a little container, and then we're going to put it down here this way, and then I'm going to close it. This can go in the fridge, and it'll last for you. Actually, let's do this side, since I got that big seed in there I need to take out. That's one way to keep your avocado from going brown. All right, so you have the seed. Hands out of the way, you want to kind of hack it. Thank you, Miss Gail. Perfect avocado. So we're going to go into it with the knife and then easily twist it out of the way. Let's try that again. It should come out. I'm having a hard time. All right, I'm going to get my hand out of the way and really whack it. There we go. It should come out like this. I guess I didn't go in far enough. All right. Let's take that off. So let's see if we can peel away the skin. There's different ways to cut it. You can cut it in your hand, but for presentation, if I can get the skin off nicely, I can cut really nice slivers for you. The riper it is, the easier the skin will just come off in big old sheets. This is a little bit firm, but if you were with me yesterday, the avocado we cut into, I had to just toss it. If it's tender when you get it, it won't last. You want it to be a little bit firm, and then ideally it'll last, for a few days. But I'm just peeling off the skin or the peel. Y'all know I don't have nails like that, so just gotta get in there. And then we're gonna cut nice little layers you could put on avocado toast. If y'all have been with me, we did avocado toast when we did our salmon toast, smoked salmon toast, everything. This way you get the shape of the avocado. It stays intact. And presentation is important to me. If you don't care, just chop it up and go. But I try to get cookbook pictures for you all. All right. So we got it. So now, let me just scrape seed, everything. Okay, so now we're gonna see if we can cut some nice avocado slices. So I'm just gonna put it flat side down and little bitty slivers. When you get towards the end, you can kind of turn it. I was trying to do something pretty for y'all, but it's sticking to the knife. It's okay. All right, then if you get the avocado to stay still, then you can literally just gently move it to the side and you have kind of your accordion of avocado slices. I was trying to get that for you guys, but oh well. All right, so let's get a bowl and let me make you your chili. See how you all like it. So I'll make your chili and cornbread with a little dark chocolate dessert. All right. Let me see if I have some jalapeno. Oh, can y'all see? It's still here. So when you're cooking for the family, if not everybody likes hot, then you can have your jalapeno on the side. If I was just making it for me, this would have some more heat, but not everybody likes that, and it's okay. So let me make your plate. Trying to think for presentation. Is that too big? Let's see. All right, let's start with the chili. And for presentation, if I'm cooking something that's darker, I use a white bowl. If I'm doing something that's lighter in color, I'll do like a black bowl, so eggs or something like that. Okay. So let's get our chili. I know you all like up close. All right, so you have your chili. Oh, let's see, what did that thumbnail look like? It had some cheese. Y'all know I'm dairy free, but if I were making this for you, I'm just using Colby Jack Kraft cheese. Put a little bit of cheese on the top. Then let's do can y'all see? Couple slices of avocado. Let's do, I got one that's open. Let's see if I can get a nice little dollop of sour cream. Not a lot, but just a little jalapeno, just for a little heat. If you don't like jalapeno, you can also do the jalapeno juice. I'm just gonna put 2 kind of as a garnish. The heat is in the seeds, so avoid the seeds if you don't want it. And then I don't know about you all, but I do like salsa. So this is just regular paste salsa. Kind of blends in, kind of hard to see. But I am gonna get some green onion. Oh. I have a little green onion. This can be whatever you like. It could be chives. I like onion. Little green onion. And then our cornbread muffin that fell apart. Let's see how our silicone does. Uh-oh. That's okay. For the picture purposes, I gotta taste it. For picture purposes, stop. Let's see. Looks yummy? Thank you, Gail. All right, let's get a cookbook picture for you. Let's put just a little bit more cheese since it's melting down. And then, of course, I'll take a taste for you. And you could stand back and let the, as we say here, let the big dog eat. So y'all know I take my own pictures. Get in there, get up on it. Some with the flash, some without the flash. All right. So your lunch is ready. So your chili is ready. Let's take a bite. Let's get a little bit of everything. Probably should have diced up that avocado. Let's just cut it. Pictures will go on my community tab and my Instagram. I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher on all platforms. So this is my meal for the day. And I'll clean up. All right. I think we got a little bit of everything in there. I'm scared with this jalapeno. Oh my God. Y'all, honestly, it's so, thank you, Almond. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Gail. Y'all, in all honesty, I know I've messed it up, but because of the creaminess with the sour cream, now if you don't do dairy, which I shouldn't, you could do plant-based sour cream or Greek yogurt. It's so filling. It's got so much going on. I will eat this bowl, even though I shouldn't have the beans, the cheese, or the avocado. But I was worried about the jalapeno, but because you have all this other good stuff in here, it really doesn't hit that hard. It is so good. Mmm, 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 mmm. Greedy, licking my fingers. Okay, so we're gonna clean up. So cornbread and chili is done for the boys when they come home from school. All I have to do, and this is the kind of stuff I'll do if I have a break in my day, I'll go ahead and get the food ready. So all I have to do is plate it when they come home. What else? I mean, you could put whatever else you like in your chili, but honestly, this was my version of the Hunt's chili kit. So we made a homemade version. So I'm gonna put their cornbread muffins back in the air fryer. Our timer is done, y'all, our chocolate bar. I should have taken these out of the silicone as soon as they were still warm, so they just peel off easily. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, they're a little bit stuck in there. Ooh, Almond says it's rainy where you are and it's the perfect weather for chili. You're gonna get some at lunchtime. Awesome. Let's go get our chocolate bark, y'all. I'm packing up. But with teenage boys, I don't think they care. They're going to tear into this. All right, let's go get our stuff out of the freezer. Oh, mama. Alexa, stop. Okay, our dessert is done. I'm going to let it sit for a second just so I can clean this up. With this berry bark that we made, you only want to keep it in the freezer for 20 minutes so that the chocolate will set. You don't want your fruit to actually freeze, and I'll show you when we break it apart. You'll still have the berries with their juiciness inside, but you'll have chocolate all around it, so we can just break it up. Y'all, I'm sorry. This is so good, but I'm coming to clean up for you. It's just that I'm greedy. Does anybody else like to eat? Oh my God. Can't be sitting this here. This is not a real cooking show. This is me. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Clean up. Oh, oh mama. Mm. But Almond is right. Rainy weather always makes me think of like soup. That's when I do my chicken noodle soups or my egg drop soup. All right, I'm gonna put this avocado. I got this one a little messed up, so I'm gonna keep you on toast with a fried egg, everything. So we're gonna put this in with the other avocado sliced. I mean half. Oh, it's up here. But good healthy fat. Happiness with no carbs says, I made a keto chili. That's next, my dear. We need to make one for me when the boys aren't here with no beans. You made one for your dad with ground turkey and ground chicken and lots of onion and bell peppers. Oh, yeah. That's what we're going to do to make this keto. We take the beans out. We add lots of other veggies. We will definitely do that. Chocolate Solution says, oh, only 2 likes. Thank you all for liking the video. In all honesty, y'all, because it's really me cooking what I'm going to eat or what the family's going to eat, I just get in here and start cooking. So I appreciate you all reminding each other. If you would hit the like button, if you like what I'm doing, it helps the channel to grow. I can't see likes, so I don't know unless y'all tell me. All right, so we have our sliced avocado here. I'm just going to put it in with the other avocado in this water. Remember, it's the air around it that turns it brown. So as long as I can get this underneath the water, then when I open it up to make for the boys, you can just pat it dry and you'll have your avocado slices. All right, so that works with sliced avocado or the half. Okay. All right. Really good healthy fat. You can do so much with avocado, y'all. All right, I think we're ready. One day I'll have a staff and it'll be magically cleaned up for me. Today is not that day. It's just me. I know we've got Gail in here. Gail has a YouTube channel. We've got Almond in here. Almond has a YouTube channel. Please tell us about your channel. Let us know where we can find you so we can support. All right, clean it up. And we're gonna break apart our bark. My channel is only 7 months old, so I remember well. All right, so our chili is gonna stay in this pot. The boys will be home in an hour. So all I gotta do is plate for them, get their cornbread, put the toppings on there, and stand back. Hey, Mona. We're wrapping up, my dear, but I'm so glad you're here. Mona has a channel. All right. so let's see what we can do with our bark. So again, for anybody who just joined, I was trying to make, and this was what we made our chili and cornbread before I devoured it. Someone had asked for Brookside crunchy clusters. So it was chocolate covered fruit and granola. So we made a homemade version and we're gonna break it apart and see how it comes out. It's my keto chocolate, no dairy, no sugar. So it's sweetened with stevia, and dark chocolate doesn't have the milk. So if you're avoiding cow dairy, dark chocolate is a great option. And let's see what plate we can put this on for presentation. We'll use the big one. And we do have some peanuts in there. So in the freezer for 20 minutes, no bake, just to set the chocolate. I'm gonna wash my hands and then we're gonna break it apart and see what we can do. Yes, y'all, please check out Mola's channel. And a little flaky sea salt. That jalapeno opening me up. Oh, it's all good though. It's all good. This is a good meal you can feel good about. All right, so clean hands. So remember we have parchment paper sprayed with coconut oil. So I'm literally just gonna take the whole thing off, and we literally have this big old brick of chocolate. So I'm just gonna break off little clusters, and you know I gotta try it. Now to store it, look at that, y'all. Look at that raspberry in there. Oh God. To store it, you want to store it in the fridge. It only goes in the freezer to set. I really should have everything covered up underneath the chocolate. We have blackberries in here, raspberries in here, and this will keep for days in the fridge once the chocolate has set. But you could make this and set this bark out with whatever nut clusters you have on hand. Look at that. This is why we took it out after 20 minutes. You want your fruit to still be fruity inside. The freezer is just to set the chocolate. Look at y'all. Hold on. I know. Doesn't it look amazing? Parchment paper with coconut oil just so it releases easily. Oh, here's the top of my avocado. Let me take a picture for y'all. And then I'll taste it for you. Look at Gail. Oh my God. So yeah, you can buy edible arrangements. I know y'all like close up. Let me give you a little bit of food styling. But yeah, I'll take this out of the trash. Sorry. But this is what we use, our dark chocolate stevia chocolate chips. No sugar. No sugar added. All right. So this is the kind of stuff I make when the boys are gone. Looks luscious. Okay. So this could be milk chocolate. It could be cereal pieces. It could be, to get the Brookstone, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to try and like separate, well, you know, make it into like small little clusters instead of big pieces like this. But let me just, how about I take a picture that way in case I destroy it. All right. Let's just get a picture while we can for the cookbook. So we got our homemade, I say Brookstone, Brookside. Y'all have seen these Hershey's chocolate covered fruits clusters. All right. Get up in there. Take lots of pictures. Flaky sea salt, optional. Peanuts, optional. It could just be your granola. It could just be your fruit. I did blackberries and raspberries because that's what I had. Y'all have seen me do this with the blueberries. Cookbook is coming. because you do need a cookbook. I found the chocolate chips. Is that the one you were talking about, Mona? All right, class, let me get in here. Where do I begin? All right, let's go in here. So we've got some little blackberry right here, little raspberry. It looks like a little bit of granola on the top, and a peanut and dark chocolate. Y'all, it is not Valentine's Day yet. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I can't even. They are so luscious. And you see how we kept the fruit intact? The blackberries and the raspberries. This could be cherries. It could be blueberries. Y'all, I'm coming apart. Oh my goodness. But because we froze for 20 minutes, look at that. Got the blackberry, you got the raspberry, you got the flaky sea salt, you got the peanut, and that granola, last one. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. I'm gonna drop the link, but y'all, this stuff right here, you would eat this. Make some chili and cornbread. If you have any chocolate lovers, I need to shrink wrap this whole thing. In all seriousness, to store it in the fridge. The freezer is just to set the chocolate. Y'all, this is something that if you make this whole brick, and this was a whole pint of blackberries and a whole pint of raspberries, but you can do a larger portion. You could do a half portion. I did that whole bag of chocolate chips. But y'all, in all honesty, y'all know I've been on this journey. I'm about 20 pounds away from where my doctor wants me to be. Had a really good visit yesterday. All of my numbers, I've shared with y'all, the weight problem turns into a health problem as we get older. And I want to live a long life. These kids are in high school. I can see the end of the tunnel. This is going to go in the fridge. If you make this, set it out and just stand back. Or if you do meal prep, this could be, like a couple of these clusters could be your dessert. So you have something to look forward to after you eat your healthy stuff. Sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. Change out the nuts, do almonds if you want to. When I start eating too much of that stuff, I go back to get full on your regular food and then have a couple bites of that. Because if not, if you're hungry, you'll eat too much of that. The cornbread, the chili, the longer it sits, all the flavors come together. Y'all know. I'm going to end on my commercial for my course. I cannot thank you all enough for being here. This is absolutely a labor of love for me. Every time I go live, which is every day, so if you're new here, welcome. I live stream every day. If you subscribe and turn on notifications, then you'll know when. I'm a boy mom times 2. So my schedule is their schedule, and they're both in activity, so y'all already know. But I cook every day, so I do stream for y'all every day. My channel is 7 months old, but I was monetized in 4 months. So grateful for the lead attorney. A lot of you all found me from lead attorney. Excellent, excellent teacher. I'm a proud student of his. But I did not know that you could make income from YouTube. I didn't know what people were doing. And I thought, you hear about these subscribers. I thought as soon as you get 1,000 subscribers, it's like automatic, right? It's not. There's a program that you have to apply for. It's not hard, but it is a process. Sonia eats the blueberry brooksides. Yeah, give them a try. You might like it. So I put together a course on how to get monetized, or how I got monetized. It's simply called Guide to YouTube Monetization. Regular price is $50, but if you see the little ticker there, you can get $15 off, which brings it down to $35. Mona, if you could please drop the link. I don't think I put it in the description. I was moving fast, y'all. But you can find it on my YouTube. If you go to the About Me section, you'll see it there too. There are 15 videos, 2 hours worth of content. Hey, Veggie, we're wrapping up, but thank you so much for being here. We made chocolate, we made chili. If you want to take a look at one of the videos for free, you can preview one of the videos and see if it's something that might be interest to you. If you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you have a YouTube channel and you're not monetized yet, thank you, Mona. This walks you through my approach to getting subscribers, my approach to getting the watch hours, building this community. I finished Lead Attorney's course, which is massive and amazing, but I was unclear on the monetization part. So mine is specific to monetization. Or if you want to be a channel member, you have access to it for free. So again, regular price is $50. It's 2 hours, 15 videos. You have lifetime access. Take it at your own pace and repeat as needed. But I am so grateful to cook for you all. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I will be here tomorrow. We'll see what I'm making. I'm going to the dentist in the morning. Got to take care of these, so hopefully I'm not numb. So we'll see. Maybe we'll be having soup and mashed potatoes. Or no, I don't eat potato. Scrambled eggs. We'll see. You all make this an absolute joy for me, but work calls. I've got more Zoom meetings to attend to, so I'm going to take my chili. I know this is a mess, but for anybody who just hopped on, I'll show you what we made, and then I'm going to go ahead and dismiss, and you can catch me the next time. So we made our cluster of raspberries, blackberries, peanuts, and granola chocolate, dark chocolate. So this was our dessert. It's in the fridge. And then our chili, before I dove in here, we made our chili and cornbread with avocado, jalapeno, green onion, salsa, and sour cream. Oh, Wilbert! Oh, sorry, y'all. It's time for me to go, but tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. It's only a meal away. I love you guys. All right, class is dismissed. Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I will see you all tomorrow, or you can catch the replay. Thank you so much.